Thanks for tuning in today's First 10 video. You're joined with Mike Chin.
Hello.
I'm Greg DeLacy, and we're talking about Fuse, Mike.
Fuse.
Yeah, Fuse coming to the Xbox 360 and PS3.
Yep.
You can play as 4 different characters. Dalton Brooks.
Wow, look at it. Jacob Kimball.
Yep. The token black guy. I'm just kidding, but he's there. And then there's 2 female characters. You got Naya DeVrox.
British girl, token British person.
Right. Kind of sounds like...
that's me. Chinchilli has started.
Yep.
Yay!
Yes. Mike, you started playing the game. I bet you didn't even know this.
Yeah.
So it opens up. You got the dramatic scene here. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does look good. And you have to understand that this is the middle of the game.
Right.
You're kind of halfway through. And it also gives you a few upgrades. There's some upgrades in the game that you can upgrade your weapons and abilities. And it's already given you a few of those to play around with. So the guns that we'll see in a moment have been upgraded somewhat. So you don't start off with these awesome kind of powers on your gun. You have to work towards them.
Right. And it should also be known that this is not, Insomniac Games' first multi-platform game.
Yeah.
So they're bringing this to the Xbox 360 for the first time.
Yeah.
A lot of people were upset that Insomniac Games decided to go
That's me.
multi-platform. But yeah, so far I'm liking kind of what I've been seeing.
Yeah.
So a little Uncharted, kind of like climbing.
Yeah, I remember saying pretty much at this point, where there's me, look, you can see me there. At this point, I was saying to you, well, this is different. This feels different doing this in co-op, you know, doing it all together, doing some Uncharted climbing.
Right, and it is a 4-playable drop-in, drop-out co-op.
Yep.
You can set the settings to be private or friends invite or public, and people come seamlessly into the game. In fact, one of our other hosts had joined the game right as we were finishing the demo up. But anyway, so it's nice to know, though. It is really seamless.
Yep.
Just very similar to Borderlands 2 in that regard. So here we're getting ready for kind of our first firefight, Mike.
Yeah.
We're taking a look over a base, a bunch of baddies out there.
Yeah.
And I remember kind of at this point, I really wasn't sure what to think because I didn't know. I mean, the demo really doesn't give you a lot of instruction as far as what does what kind of powers you have. So I know for at least me, when I first was coming into this, I wanted to experiment a lot.
Well, for me, it's always, look, with shooters, third person or first person, I don't know how it's going to play out until I actually start shooting people in the game. You know, like when you get that feeling of, are the controls working with me or against me? And you kind of get that impression pretty early on, I think, with any shooter. And as soon as we started getting this firefight, I felt like, you know, the controls, the cover mechanic is set on the B button instead of the A button, which we're used to in Gears of War. But apart from that, I felt pretty comfortable with them.
Yeah, it really felt comfortable.
And this
for
is
me.
cool what you doing right now.
Oh yeah, and pay special attention to the sound effects on that shield. It is just, the sound design in this game really caught me off guard. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was, but everything just has a good thump to it most of the time. Yeah, I probably should note too, we did get a chance to look at the skill tree back there. In the opening part of the video, I realized I could upgrade. I had an upgrade point that kind of lets you dive into that a little bit early on too. And so, you know, I picked, I think it was a weapon upgrade for one of my main weapons.
Yeah.
But
and that there, where I'm freezing the enemy, like that black kind of figure there, is with my gun that I was on the red-haired woman. I'd shoot them after a while and it freezes them, and that's the other gun there, that twister that you just saw that exploded. So, like, the more you shoot them, the more chance that they have to explode or freeze, and you could work together really well. So it was good.
yeah, and you do get bonus points for working together.
Yeah.
So as I have the shield up here, you guys actually are able to shoot through the cover shield at the enemies. They can't shoot back through it.
Yeah.
The one thing I did not realize, of course, was that this does have a limited energy life. So I was just draining this thing this whole time.
Did you work out how to...
clue.
Oh, there you go, you got there. Is that me picking you up? Yep, that's me picking up. Oh no,
yep,
I got down as well.
Both got taken down. But they have a revive mechanic,
Tony
which is
Burns
nice.
helps out.
Yes. No, I don't think I ever quite figured it out, but I believe it's through the ammo pack pickups that you can recharge your special weapons.
Well, that makes sense. Well, another thing that you have a kind of specialty to gun. The character that I was playing, which just popped into the screen there with the red hair, she had like medic grenades. There I am running off in the distance there, going like a boss. She had medic grenades, so I could throw them and he'll revive somebody in the distance. So that was useful. I think you went down at one point and actually I revived you with them.
Yes, and in fact, in the second fight that we'll be coming to, those medic grenades played a key part in this, I think, actually beating the bosses.
Yeah.
So here again, it shows a little more of the traversal.
Yeah.
Very Uncharted-like.
Yeah. And that's a
surprising
kind of showing.
Yeah. And good voice acting. I was also, again, was a little concerned, like many people, about this game being too generic.
Yeah.
But my initial impressions of this game were that it shed away a lot of that generic feel. Once you got into it, you felt the game, the flow of it, and the voice acting. It all was quite well done.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. And then, we're skipping ahead right here into the next scene, and this is the second big firefight they take us into, where we come across some big. It's like a boss battle, I guess, is probably the best way to put this.
Is this the mechs?
Yes.
Yeah.
The mechs.
It's a good battle.
Yeah. So I mean, they have a lot of interactivity too. So there's these huts off to the left and the right.
Oh, yeah.
They're houses. And at one point, I wasn't sure if it was this time or a previous playthrough, I came in there and I realized you can open and shut the doors to these warehouses, and I was all excited.
I think
yeah.
it was the first playthrough. You shut the door thinking, yes, we are safe, and then you just went through the other door, which makes sense.
Yeah. It totally made sense. And by the way, just now, this also, it is 4-player co-op, but if you're playing it single player, you do have the ability to kind of warp into other characters. And I did that. You had warped out of your red-haired character. I warped into your red-haired character. You had left. I know. It is a little dirty, I suppose. And here I'm just pumping bullets into this mech that got frozen up, but I'm gonna start getting into some trouble in a very quick moment.
One thing that I liked, but I don't think you noticed until I said it on the Overseas Connection podcast, was the sound. Like, so if you shoot the tank at the back of the mech, it's do a little slightly more damage, but it also gives you a key sound. Let's see if we hear it. I don't know if we hear it. Shoot, Greg. Oh, no, you didn't do it. You can hear like a different sound, just to kind of let you know that you hit the right spot, which I thought was a nice touch.
At one point, I know I did change out to a different weapon, and I do start hitting the back of the tank. The sniper rifle thing was not working for me.
Wasn't working out.
No.
There's those little turrets, look. See those little turrets that you didn't really know what was hitting you there?
Yeah, I had no clue those things were turrets, but yes, I was getting pelted the whole time and trying to figure out how am I getting hit by by gunfire when they're not even looking at me. Yeah, turrets everywhere.
Yeah.
So there was an instance of me hitting the tank a little bit, and again, just
they
kind of
charge
taking
me. It's scary, isn't it? Look how they really are very aggressive.
Oh, you just wait. I'm pretty sure I catch fire a few times in this last part of the firefight.
And you have to stop, drop, and roll when you're on fire as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Run because you are on fire.
There you go.
Yep. Mech inside the building. And again, just the special powers just add a fun element. And in Insomniac games, they are known for doing this. And yeah, I'm on fire right now. Somebody come save me. And this is where somebody used invisibility.
There's Shinyverse.
Yep, Shinyverse coming to the rescue with the invisibility and came in and picked me up, which was, again, just using the special powers, the different kinds of weapons. This game feels really good.
Yeah.
And again, pretty surprising, considering I think all of us, to a person, really were going into this thinking this was just going to be a very generic shooter.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I suppose
my expression is very low.
Right. I guess the big question is, are we pleased enough at this point with what we've seen, what we experienced in this game, to say, yeah, I want to pick it up and pay $60 for it. I'm on the fence. I think one of the things that kind of has me maybe not so like, God, I want to pick this up, is the fact that from everything I understand, this is only single player. And I don't know, this game feels so good. It almost kind of screams it should have had multiplayer.
Yeah, there is a kind of horde mode that comes along with it, where you fight waves of enemies.
Okay, well, that definitely could be the saving grace then, and maybe this does become my pickup. I know originally I was thinking, I was going to maybe give Metro Last Light a go, but this game may just sneak into my my pickup pile now.
I mean, for me, I think it's still a rental. Like, I don't know. Like, I rate games by rental miss, and
Right.
like, this is pretty much a rental for me because I can't see a lot of replayability with it. But it looks like a fun experience for me. Like, I think it's going to be fun,
Right.
and interesting. But how long am I going to play this? That's the thing. That gets me.
Yeah, I think that really is the key, Mike. I think you hit it on the head. Is how much replayability is the game going to give us? It's on the fence for me, for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's a rental for me.
All right. Well, that does it for this look. Certainly, if you liked what you saw, give us likes on YouTube. Come check out more content at theoverseasconnection.net. And, of course, if you are a gamer over the age of 18, Gaming for the Elderly, G4TE.com is a website built for you because being a gamer over the age of 18, well, that's a good thing.